What's going on, all my cheesy friends out there in YouTube world? You know what we're doing today. We're gonna go out, find some stuff, flip it on the internet. We are here in ye old Walmart, starting to notice that we're getting to finally a second markdown on Legos. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So just to show you, like, that's 50% off. The yellow new CMF minifigures went down to $350. Rocket down there is $11. This set, which isn't here, the Dragon Temple, that went down to $57. Now granted, this is just one store, but a lot of these prices have been at like for example, this one was at $27 for like the longest time, but it's still not worth it. The Scud is down to $17, but that makes me wonder if other stores are now starting to go down. So we're gonna check some Walmarts today. Mckays, of course, because we've been making donkey money out of there. Let's see where else we end up today. So I didn't see this happening, but a bunch of this NECA stuff is starting to go on clearance too. So like that guy was 20 bucks, and I guess those are 20 bucks. 15, 20, 20. These are 15. I just checked it. My GoPro screwed up apparently and stopped recording, so but at 15 bucks is not worth it, but it's good stuff to just know. And then like this stuff has been on clearance for a hot minute, so it makes me start to wonder, have you gone lower? You have not. Interesting. Looks like we're just gonna zero dubski this, but there's a lot of potential here, which is good. And also too, this is a big category on Amazon. If this is something that you've never looked into, when you start seeing yellow stickers, so you best be checking or you'll be wrecking. Okay, that didn't work so well, but you get what I'm saying. All right, let's go to the next one. Alrighty, we are in ye old Target. In the clearance section, there's some cool stuff. Those Munchlings, unfortunately, don't really resell on Amazon. These guys have gone down to $8.39 a piece. But see, here's my problem with these. There's 81 in stock with 15 in the last 30 days, and that's not that great. There's a lot of people on it. Unfortunately, it's going to be a little bit of a skip. I think I'm going to grab one just for the collection, but so far nothing overly fantastic. All right, well, it looks like that's going to be it for Target. There's a bunch of other stuff in the home clearance, home cleaning and other stuff that's on clearance has gone a little bit lower, but not low enough. It hasn't hit 70%. There's like a bunch of stuff over here that I'm waiting on, especially those big yellow boxes, but it's just a waiting game. And this is the reality of RA. And if anybody tells you any different, they're lying to you. See, like even stuff over here. Just gotta wait. Alrighty, new Walmart. And we got some of this circuit stuff going on sale. The gold one is $1.50. That price is overinflated. I can undercut it. But at $1.50, I'm gonna grab those. These green ones, again, $8.99. I can easily make money. $8.99, I'm gonna make $4 and something on each. And then we'll check this red one. The red one's not even on there. Pretty good. Okay, here's a weird one. $2.34 in stock, 19 sold in the last 30 days, but it has a rather big history. So it's one of those slower sellers. Amazon is on it for 23, like with 23 in stock. But I mean, at $1.50, I'm making $2.30 each. So I'm not gonna grab the absolute multitude of these that they have. I think I'm just gonna grab like 10, call it a day. And I always tell you guys, no two clearance is the same. $23.50, $23.50. You know, the first store we saw, they were way lower than that. I found 1, 2, 3 construction simulator, and I was like, yay! And then I missed one. So there's an extra one. And these are still going for great money. Not a bad little pull out of this store. I think that's gonna be it. Go pay and get to the next one. Okay, let's go into Mckays. You're probably like, bro, you normally do this in front of Mckays. Yeah, well, it's raining and cheese melts in the rain and it's windy. Bleh. Okay, a Pokey Walker. That's fun. It's a little high, but I'm not seeing any other golden treasures in here, unfortunately. I was hoping that maybe they'd have a switch dock. But I've also been starting to check some of these cameras and some of this stuff because, like, you know, you never know what kind of cheap deals you might be able to find. Especially if it's been sitting here for a minute. Sometimes you can get some pretty good stuff. Sometimes. I say that very lightly. So it's looking like, unfortunately, there's not a lot here. that Super Mario All-Stars 15 is not bad, but I've got a couple still in, and so I want those to sell before I just start buying them more for no reason. Still a lot of cases left. One of the things I'm trying to, I guess, get better at in my sourcing techniques is like checking a lot of this weird stuff. I mean, obviously condition's going to completely matter, but like The Last Kids on Earth, like that could be potentially worth something if it wasn't like in super crappy condition. You know, Star Trek, not in this household. But just like this weird stuff that probably people overlook, or maybe they undervalued. Perusing through here, and I came across these things. Now I know that these are old, and yeah, it's got a super high rank, but it's because it's a very discontinued product. And it's just one of those things, like you just know, especially with Legos, the older it looks, or if you just don't know the name or never seen that particular product, scan that crap. Here's a fun one right off the rip. 95 cents. Gonna make $5.06. Oh yeah, $1.95, $4.83. Another absolute banger, $4.90, 95 cents total. Great movies, by the way. Unfortunately, not great for resale. But see, that's what we gotta do. Like, you know, it just takes time to go through this stuff. There are so many hidden gems here, it's ridiculous. Guys, if I tell you once, I tell you twice, I'll tell you thrice. Pick up old movies, old people movies. They do well. So I got through one side of the DVDs, part of the Blu-rays, and now I'm gonna go through the top racks just right here. These are all the newest arrivals, and somebody gave in like all their anime. That makes me sad for them, because it's like good stuff. Look at all the Ghibli. There's a lot of Ghibli. Cowboy Bebop. I'm sad for whoever did that. Here's what I'm considering. I'm on the fence about it, we'll see. This is Fast and Furious 9 collection. Phenomenal rank at $23 plus tax, $7.52, which is 32% ROI. Sells pretty good. It's got good sales history. I might keep it. We'll see. Oh, I love DVDs like this. $7.95. Not a soul on the listing. Your boy's gonna list it for $33 and make a net profit of $15. Let's freaking go. They're back in the stacks, and guys, I mean, there is just sealed after sealed. I mean, it's just everywhere today. And just to prove it, I mean, I'm pulling out just crazy amounts of sealed stuff. I mean, it's just nuts. But I love when days like this happen, because it fuels the fire. It really makes you want to dig deep and hard. 95 cents, that's really not worth it terribly. It's a great rank. If Amazon wasn't on this, you know, I would probably jump on that, but because Amazon's on it, I'm gonna leave it. And for those who say superhero movies don't sell, I beg to differ. Just went through all the video games on the rack. Didn't find anything impressive, except for Lego Dimensions, which you guys know, PS4, this is the one you look for. Now, it's on to these bad boys. It's so much fun though. I will say I'm getting a little tired. This new diet, sometimes I feel like I'm not eating enough, and then other times I feel like I'm just going full on fatty. So it's a little bit of an adjustment sometimes with the energy levels. What? $7.95. I don't know why I just decided to look this up. Ooh. And it's got a good... What? So all I have left now, TV shows. And so I decided to come over here, see what kind of fun stuff I could find, because what I'm really looking for, I'm actually looking for two things. One would be a dock. I need a dock and a Nintendo Switch power cord for that Switch that I picked up, because I might have overcalculated, and that's okay. I also need a SP charger. I thought I had one, and when you're trying to use an SP and it won't charge and you don't have a charger, hard to test games out. Hoping that here there's an SP charger. It's gonna be like 12 bucks, which I already know, but big whoop. All right, we are in the thriller and action section. We're gonna go through this bad boy. This is where the stack is sitting at. I'm all right with it. Wish there's a little bit more fun stuff like video games, but hey, that's not every week, guys. I tell you, some weeks are better than others for certain stuff. So I think we're done. We're gonna go pay, and I'm gonna go double, triple check. I'm still on the fence about that Pokewalker. I was looking on eBay and Amazon, or eBay and Mercari, and they all look to be more expensive than here. $196.27. Sounds like a weird chant, like we're gonna summon the dark one. And by the way, I did buy the Pokewalker because I'll keep it a surprise, but it's pretty neat. We're gonna go check my little hidden spot here at this flea market. Well, it's an antique store, but they've got two different like video game places in here, and I want to see if they've got anything good. So unfortunately, they didn't have anything. Also, the music's off in here, and it's really loud if I'm super loud, so like I'm being really quiet. But I'm gonna walk through the rest of here. The booth up here had a watermelon Nintendo 64 for $128. You're like, why didn't you jump all over that? Because the battery flap, or not the battery flap, the jumper flap is not the watermelon color. It's just a black. Knowing that I don't see those all the time, I'd have no idea how to source one of those, so I'm just gonna skip that for now. But I'm gonna walk through this bad boy, check out all the neat stuff that's older than probably all of us watching combined. Fun stuff, because there's another video game booth in here. I just gotta remember where it is. So I now know why I never found the other antique booth with video games, because it was up front. And whenever I went in there, I'd go in the front and to the right, because that's where one of them is, but the other one's to the front and to the left. Now I know. I'm also not entirely sure about their prices. So they have not only SNES consoles, but NES consoles. However, they're priced at about 80 bucks for everything. I mean, it comes with controllers and all that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna have to do some research, because I'm not entirely sure what I want to do, because I'm not entirely sure how I want to sell those, and I don't know if that price is good enough. Next stop, I think we're gonna go to a country favorite. Let's go check the old Discovery outlet down here and see if anything new's popped up, because like I said, it's been a few weeks. I know probably some people have noticed it's been missing from the channel. Just not been anything there good to pick up. Alrighty, let's go on Discovery outlet. Whoop, whoop. You know, I said we haven't been here in a few weeks, but we haven't been to this one in a few weeks, because I know last week we went to the other one, way further north. Oh, as I feared, unfortunately, there was nothing in there for me, except for some smell goods for the laundry. Lunch. I really underate today. I don't know if you guys, if anybody does Weight Watchers or whatever. I'm on my 10-day streak, and that's all I've used this morning. It's 44 points. So it's no wonder that I'm, you know, super hungry. But we are going to go back to the house. We're going to process these DVDs. We're going to see what kind of money we're looking at, honey. Alrighty, folks, we are back in the cheese den, in the Gouda garage, in the Parma Palace. And we're going to get to ignoring those dogs screeching their brains out because they want to go outside because their mother's outside. And we're going to get to processing these bad boys. All right, guys, I goobered up. I added some other stuff that I bought elsewhere, so it's a hair bit off. Total buy cost, $299.13. Net profit, $406.31. I would say with the stuff I added, take about $60 off, so that should make our grand total of $346. Not too shabby. So I'm gonna get the rest of my order done. Not a bad haul. Now, that's not including the Poke Walker and other stuff, just because that's gonna be done FBM. So I appreciate each and every one of you guys sticking around, watching the recap. Like, share, subscribe. Bye!